Good day, everyone. With our first video, you were oriented already about the university vision, mission, and goals, and the college goals. For this session, we will be talking about the course orientation specifically for Psych 1, General Psychology. With this orientation, we will be going to talk about the course description, course content, learning resources, course requirements, class policies, the academic integrity, course evaluation, and the grading system. Let's start with the course description. General Psychology is an introductory course on human behavior which deals with the study of the basic principles and the significant theories in psychology as basis for analyzing and understanding an individual. It also includes the basic knowledge and foundations of psychological concepts in relation to understanding, predicting, and controlling behavior. In this course, you will be exposed to different approaches of explaining behavior and personality. It covers general aspects of psychology in the areas of human growth and development, mental processes, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal efficacy. Topics such as learning, memory, personality, sensation, and perception, as well as psychological disorders, are also included in this course. Next is the course content. Throughout the semester, we will be going to discuss about the introduction to psychology, biological and physiological basis of human behavior, human development, sensation and perception, consciousness and mental processes, motivation, personality, and maladjustments and disorders. A detailed course outline with regards to these topics is also downloadable through your LMS account. With your learning resources, all materials in this course will be given through video lectures, video transcripts, PowerPoint presentation handouts, electronic books, activity sheets, and rubrics. For the course requirements, class attendance will be regularly checked through your LMS account and/or via teleconferencing platforms such as Zoom, Google Meet, or Facebook Room set by your teacher. Though you have a defined schedule for this course, it is also possible that you can log in your LMS account in some other time since attending classes via online is set as asynchronous. But you should make sure to complete the prerequisite activities prior to the next session. This process is demanded to ensure that every video lectures and other prerequisite activities are being attended to instead of skipping or doing it fast-track. Thus, your teacher's means of checking your attendance is to view whether you have logged in or not in your LMS account in every scheduled online session. If you are observed irregularly logging or attending in your LMS specific to this course and have exceeded the required absences stipulated in the CSU code even after a series of warnings given by your teacher, you might be at risk of acquiring a dropped status. Chapter tests will be administered online via CSU LMS or Google Forms. And assignments or activities will be submitted online via CSU LMS or depending on the instructions given by your teacher. The important point to remember is to take note of the specific deadlines given by your teacher in every assignment and activities. For our class policies, number 1, during synchronous sessions, please be on time. Be mindful of the time scheduled by your teacher and be considerate of your classmates who are having difficulties in accessing the internet. Being on time in joining the meeting would be of great help in saving the time, money, and effort of the whole class. Next is to dress appropriately. This does not mean that you need to be all suited up for the class, but this just means that you are required to maintain an appropriate attire that shows your respect, dedication, and grooming in class. Next one is to be attentive to conversations or topics being discussed. Just hearing the conversation is different from listening to it. With this online class, distractions are everywhere. That is why it is very important to always begin by listening for you to be able to learn and catch up the important points in class. Next is to mute your audio if it is not your turn to talk. And if you wanted to ask permission. This is to maintain a smooth flow of discussion throughout the synchronous session. Next is be sensitive on your language use. This means that you need to be careful with your words, for this may unintentionally insult or offend your teacher or classmates. Next is to please avoid eating or drinking in front of the camera. Please do make sure that you had your snacks or bathroom break before the class started to avoid disruptions and interferences in class. Lastly, if you have encountered trouble during synchronous session, please do not hesitate to inform your facilitator. This includes when there is a power interruption in your area or if you lost your internet connection during class. Number 2 is to ask permission if you wanted to share contents such as screen captures, recordings, and videos of our discussions to third parties. This is to ensure that the contents are free from copyright issues. Keep in mind that materials used during discussions are considered copyrighted by the original author. Number 3, remember to include references on materials used. No plagiarisms. Always give proper credit when using references and/or quoting a source. Number 4, do not use video contents and messages for fun or make memes or jokes out of it. Anyone caught making memes of your teacher and about the learning materials will be subjected for disciplinary actions. Lastly, show respect to each and everyone in class. This is the bottom line of all the policies mentioned above. And respect begets respect. If you wanted to be respected, then show your respect to your teacher, your classmates, and the class as a whole. We'll now talk about the academic integrity. In this course, you are also expected to abide academic integrity. This further means that cheating of answers of your activity is strictly prohibited. Any work submitted must be your original work in order to be acknowledged. Uploaded video lectures, handouts, and activity sheets are intellectually owned by your teacher who is developing the learning materials. Thus, you are prohibited to reproduce it for sale, to make use of those learning resources beyond educational purposes, and/or to make fun or meme in any form in the social media. Anyone caught making memes of your teacher and about the learning materials will be subjected for disciplinary action. Please know also that the ebook being provided in this class is downloadable for free from the internet and is not owned by your teacher. You are also not allowed to ask anyone to log in to your LMS account during the online class on your behalf. Instead, you should immediately inform your teacher of the reasons of absences. Collaboration and sharing of answers related to the academic requirements is only allowed in group works. For your course evaluation, you must earn 50%, which is equivalent to 3.0 or better to pass this course. All your courseworks will be based on points and rubrics. You are also expected to track your own progress within the semester. This means that at any given moment, you should know your course standing. Grading rubrics for all courseworks will be provided so that you will have the opportunities to ask clarifications about how your work and performance tasks will be graded or rated. In case of an INC grade, you must comply the lacking requirements within a year. Otherwise, you will have to retake the course. Psych 1 General Psychology course will adhere the grading system as indicated. 40% for your major exams, 30% for your participation, assignments, and activities, 20% for your chapter tests, and 10% for your final project for a total of 100%. To ensure fairness in grading or rating your submitted activities, a rubric will be provided to you ahead of time as a guide on how you are graded. Whenever you have behind submission of the activities, you are still allowed to submit, but your grade might be affected as part of the points system which is stipulated in the rubric. However, if the cause of delay is reasonable, you will be given another chance to comply provided with concrete evidences such as your medical certificates and the like. A warning will be given to you should you fail to satisfactorily comply the requirements. Now, here's the transmutation table. 1 is the highest, 3 is passing grade, 5 is failed, INC is considered incomplete, and DRP is dropped. For your questions and clarifications with this course orientation, you may ask your teachers during your scheduled synchronous sessions.